Hey KV, as you can see on our screen, our story right now is going to be The Velveteen Rabbit. This one's a little bit different than the one I have. My hard copy is here. I need to do some tape for it to put it back together because it's been a long time since I've read it and I love this story quite a bit. I've read it since I was a kid. So here we go. This version is by Eric Subin and the illustrator who drew the pictures is Chris Abvabi. That one's difficult to say. There was once a Velveteen Rabbit. On Christmas morning, he sat wedged in the top of the boy's stocking with a sprig of holly between his paws. At first, the boy loved the rabbit, but soon he unwrapped his other toys and forgot about the rabbit completely. After that, the rabbit lived in the toy cupboard. He was shy, and most of the bigger toys ignored him. But the skin horse was different. He was old and very wise. "Don't worry," the skin horse told Rabbit. "Those fancy toys will never be real." "What is real?" asked the rabbit. "Real is a thing that happens to you," said the skin horse, "when a child loves you for a long, long time." One evening, the boy could not find the toy that always slept with him. Nanny reached into the toy cupboard. "Here," she said, "take your old bunny. He'll do to sleep with you." That night, and for many nights after, the Velveteen Rabbit slept in the boy's bed. At first, the rabbit found it uncomfortable to be hugged so tight, but very soon he grew to like it. The boy talked to the Velveteen Rabbit, and they played games together. When the boy dropped off to sleep, the rabbit would snuggle down close with the boy's hands clasped around him. I used to have dolls that I slept with as well. Spring came, and they spent long days in the garden. The boy gave Rabbit rides in the wheelbarrow, and they had picnics on the grass. Once, when the boy was called inside, he left the rabbit in the garden until after dark. Nanny had to find him and bring him inside. "Here's our old bunny," she said. "All that fuss for a toy?" "Give me my bunny," cried the boy. "He isn't a toy, he's real." Because to the boy he was real. Like I said, I had toys like that, and they're still up in my room. I would never get rid of them. The little rabbit was very happy after that. He loved to sit in the grass and watch the boy play. One evening, two strange beings crept out of the woods. They were rabbits. They were furry and they moved and twitched their noses. "Come play with us," they said. "I don't feel like it," said the rabbit. "I don't believe you can," said one of the strange rabbits. He stretched out his neck and looked. "He hasn't any hind legs. He isn't a real rabbit at all." "He isn't real," said the other rabbit. "Oh, we learned the word hind from our butterflies. Hind means your back legs, so he doesn't have any back legs. Look at that, our vocabulary came in use." "I am real," said the Velveteen Rabbit. "The boy said so." Just then the boy ran past. The two strange rabbits were frightened and disappeared. Weeks passed, and then one day the boy became ill. Strange people came and went in the nursery, but the Velveteen Rabbit lay hidden from sight. He knew that the boy needed him. "When I was sick, my dad used to have a magic blanket that would make us all feel better." For a long time, the boy was too ill to play. But the rabbit looked forward to the time when they would go out in the garden again. He crept up close to the pillow and whispered his plans into the boy's ear. After a while, the boy got better and could go outside for fresh air. One day, the doctor came into the room. "That bunny is full of germs. Burn it at once." Ooh, the doctor's afraid that the boy's going to get sick again, so he wants to get rid of the rabbit toy. So the little rabbit was put into a sack with a lot of rubbish and carried to the end of the garden for the gardener to burn the next day. Oh, hey, we know what a sack is. That used to be in our reading worksheets. The Velveteen Rabbit's head stuck through the top of the sack. He could see all the places where he had played with the boy. A real tear trickled down his nose and fell to the ground. He's so sad he doesn't get to be with the boy anymore. I would be sad too. Where that tear fell, a mysterious flower grew. The blossom opened and out stepped a fairy. She said, "I take the playthings children have loved, and I turn them into real. Before, you were real to the boy because he loved you. Now, you will be real to everyone." She flew him to a glade where the wild rabbits danced. Then she kissed him and said, "Run and play, little rabbit." The Velveteen Rabbit was scared. "I don't know if I can," he said. Just then he felt a tickle by his ear, and without thinking, he lifted a hind leg to scratch. The Velveteen Rabbit was not scared anymore. "I am real," he whispered, "and I can run and play like the other real rabbits." And that's just what he did. The Velveteen Rabbit was real at last. I love that book. That he gets to be a real rabbit and he can run and play and eat and drink like all the other real rabbits. But it doesn't mean that he wasn't real to the boy. To the boy, he was real. The boy talked with him and cared for him and loved him. That's what toys do. When you spend all that time with them, they become real to you. But now he would also be real to the rest of the world. Oh, that just makes my heart so happy. I hope you enjoyed the Velveteen Rabbit, KB. Go get your science done, and we'll see you next time.